Hello and welcome to this Vantage Measurement Systems video training. I'm Ryan. In this video we are going to talk about how to easily add bubble numbers or item numbers to our report after we've already written the entire program and created the report. Now the caveat is you have to have reported all of your items in the correct order. So if you've went through your blueprint and you've already labeled bubble 1, bubble 2, bubble 3, you've gone through and done that already, your report section of your program will have to report those items in order for this trick to work. However, if you've done that, and most of us, you should be doing that anyway. If you've already gotten through that step and you have, let's say, a program with hundreds of bubbles, hundreds of items, this little trick can save you quite a bit of time. What's great about this trick is, as some of you know, CMM Manager won't let you really functionally test your VB script unless you're connected to your CMM. So if you do a lot of offline work, you don't know if your script's going to work until you actually go and test it on the machine. So simple scripts like these are nice to sort of have in your tool bag because they're easy. The odds that you're going to type in something wrong are very slim, and you can add some nice functionality without a whole lot of effort. So anyway, let's get started into it. So up above, we're going to go back to the Program tab of the ribbon, add a VB script, and the first thing we're going to do, now we're not going to worry about declaring variables as integers, and we're not going to do any fancy coding because this is VBS. VBS, we can take a lot of things for granted and it'll figure out the rest for us, so we don't have to get into anything too fancy. So we're just going to simply say var1, variable 1, is equal to, I like the word bubble, and we're going to say bubble. Now we could very easily say item, but I like the word bubble, and I'm going to put that word in quotation marks. I'm going to create another variable and call that variable 2, var2. And I'm going to set that equal to 0 at the moment. And then I'm going to say OK. So I've created these two variables and instantiated them with the values bubble and the value 0. So the next step is directly above circle 1, the first item in our report, I'm going to add another VB script. And now we're never going to change the value of var1. That's always going to be equal to bubble. Or if we wanted to change it, it could be something else, but it's always going to be equal to the same value. What's going to change is the value of var2, because that's going to roll into variable 1, variable 2, it's going to roll. So we're going to call variable 2 equal to the original value of var2, which is 0 at the moment, plus 1. So once we've started our little counter, we'll click OK. And now the final step here is we can go up to the Report tab of the ribbon and add a user note. And to pull those variables out and use them, we'll use Shift 2, which inserts an ampersand sign, and we'll say var1 space and then ampersand var2. And now we're done. So now what's going to happen is when we execute our program and CMM Manager gets down here to line 25, when it sees this ampersand variable 1, it's going to write literally bubble into the report, space, and then when it sees ampersand variable 2, var2, it's going to insert the current value of var2, which at the moment, of course, is equal to 1. So what's great about this is if I select line 24 and 25 and copy these, now I can simply repaste these directly above every instance that I would like to have a report item listed as a bubble number. What's the other part of this is, and let's go ahead and delete these real quick. Well, we can leave them. If you want to see, let's look at the default real quick. So the default report will show you right now, because we can't run the program, first of all, it looks like we put all of these report items at the bottom of the report. So when we actually run this program in the real world, the first thing that's going to happen is that all of these report items are going to show up where they actually happened in the timeline. So don't be worried that they are in the bottom of the report right now. They'll show up correct when you execute the report. The second thing that's going to happen is that the ampersand var1 and ampersand var2 are going to be replaced with their actual values. Again, we're offline, so I can't show you what those actual values are right now. The other side of this is sometimes you may want some spaces, like some character returns. So you want it to say bubble1 and then have a couple blank spaces underneath that. And this is a little weird, but to make that happen without having the CMM manager blow up on you because it won't understand the variables, when you create your first set of variables that you're going to copy and paste, go ahead and put a space after the last variable, and then you can put your character returns, however many you want. But the key trick is you have to put a space in first, and then your enter button. Once you've done that, your output will look more like this, and it won't mess with CMM Manager's understanding of those variables. So it's really that simple. All we're doing is we're using the program add_vb script, and then we're going and calling those variables back into the report notes. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Again, I'm Ryan. Good luck and happy programming.